I'm not gonna cap, but we've been switching powers from here to here to here to there. And this shit is by far the funnest power I've been. Earth is strong as hell, boys. Now look, this is my old loadout. Now, if you was on my stream, make sure you hit my Twitch. First link in the description. If you was on my stream, we came out with this new loadout, and we over here one-shotting the boss. Now, I've been Earth for maybe a good 2 weeks, and I feel like I know the ins and outs. It's not much you need to know about Earth, but you need to know that I'm one-shotting the boss. You feel me? You want to go one-shot the boss, go Earth, man. I'm about to give you what you need for your artifact wise, what you need for your white sockets, and what you need, what you need to know about your loadouts, melee, single target. Hey, everything is hitting hard. I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe before we get into this shit. You feel me? And before I go, I want you to remember my name. So Hesy, let them know. It is your boy, Hesy. All right, so look, if you come over here to my boy John, now John has all the artifacts you gonna need for your DPS. Now look, the artifacts you run as Earth is the same ones as Rage. Like I said earlier, it's almost like Rage's cousin. Now look, artifacts you'll need is Transformation Card, Scrapper Soul Cloak, and Eye Gemini. This is for your melee loadout, so you can be able to get the intones out a lot for your supercharge spam. It keeps up with Rage with its berserks when you do this. So this shit is extremely strong, man. You've seen it in the clip. I'm one-shotting bosses. Now look, when you're on your single target loadout, all you will really be doing is switching out your Scrapper Soul Cloak and your Eye Gemini for Strategist card and your Soul Amplifier. Now this is for your single target loadout only. If you wanted to, it is possible for you to go precision as Earth if you have these artifacts right here, these three. But for the most part right here, this is your single target loadouts. Now if you wanted to go precision for Earth, you would just really just switch these out unless you have another artifact. Like this would be for your melee loadout, Transformation Card, Strategist card, and Eye Gemini for your melee. And if when you went single target, you would be putting a Grimorium instead of Eye Gemini. This is for your single target loadout. So cause Grimorium does more damage on single target than you would have a Venom Wrist on. So it is better to run this. I was being told this. You would need this at 160 at least though. 200, all these artifacts are broken. But if you have them at 120, 160, bro, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If you trapping, burning niggas at them artifacts, just do what you gotta do, bro. Cause I'm pretty sure when you get them at this, they're gonna be broken. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta rush any artifacts if you just take them how you want to. You feel me? Now let's get into these white sockets. White socket Hesy in the building, you feel me? All up in my crib looking clean. Now look, come to your mainframe and you wanna get your supply drops and your tactical mods from here. It's gonna cost some source marks, it's gonna hurry up and come do it. You gotta pay rent. If you don't pay rent, you're gonna be bottom of the boards. If you're gonna be bottom of the boards, look at Hesy and look when I tell you right here. You will be getting fried. And don't say you got your loadout from me, because I promise you, I'ma say he ain't pay rent. Now look, come all the way over here, you feel me? And you won't come here. Now you can get your supply drop from right here, or you can get your tactical mods down here. Alright? Come in your inventory. Now the mods I'll be running for my DPS is Supercharged Intome 3, so we can get more intones out. It helps to get it back faster. You'll be running Escalating Might 5. Back mod I'm using Accelerated Jackhammer just so we can get out of Jackhammer more often. You're gonna need to spam Jackhammer. Not just spamming it, but when it comes back off a cooldown, you want to use it again. It gets you more damage. And for your chest, I'm using core strength, but you need to run extended supercharge. The reason I'm not is because I have my Scrapper Soul Cloak 200, and when you do it, it is not stacked with the extended supercharge mod for the chest, so I need to take it off. So I restored 7% back with this on, but you will not. So you would need to run extended supercharge. If you have it 200, put on the core strength. For all my boys, I got a 200. Like I said, you have your perks of having a 200 artifact, and that's one of them.
You got too much dip on your chip.
For your leg mod, you'll be using Localized Trimmer. That is just a hill. You're gonna be spamming this move anyway, so this is just a random hill. It really does not matter. But look at them sexy ass OP legs. It took me so long, so fucking long. Now look, leg mods, take out dashing combos, and you're gonna put in Tumbling Master, whatever floats your boat. I just left this in here because when I was Rage, and you know I'm Earth cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm cousin Earth. And for the hand mods, I'm using max damage. That's all the white sockets you're gonna need. Now for my precision DPS, now it come different for y'all boys, and you know, I got my own little precision loadouts. Head mod, you'll be using. Okay, now look, I need to go grab these. All right, so all of my precision DPS is what you're gonna be running for your white mods. You'll be running for your head mod. You'll be running Reinforced 3. Now look, it comes different for y'all because y'all are some strong ass niggas. Now look, you're gonna be using Reinforced 3 Precision 5 for your neck mod. Now look, this is where it gets tricky at right here. Now in my loadout, I use Gemstone Shield because I use it for pickup sometimes, and it gives me increased damage. That's how I one shot at that boss. That's how I one shot at that boss and other thing. Because I think this thing gives you increased damage. Now you could switch this out when you're in your melee loadout using two-handed. You'll be switching that out for accelerated and unstoppable. I'll say you just put this mod in over the back these Gemstone Shields. So I'm about to say use accelerated unstoppable, but you have two choices right here. You got two choices here. You can either use Gemstone Shield or you can either use unstoppable. It's really whatever you want to choose. Float your boat, and let's get into these loadouts. Yes sir, yes sir. First loadout we finna knock out the way is our Earth Might melee loadout. So basically off the rip, I'm gonna have to show y'all my stats. Now my stats are sitting at basically at 66k. Now I'm gonna let y'all know right now, you will never see Hesy in a piece of content without buff. So what we're gonna do, always, if you can, always buff. So for the purpose of this video, we're gonna be buffing all of our stats. I just want you to know before we go into this loadout. All of our stats will be buffed except for when we go in our precision loadout, because I do not have any precision whatchamacallits. So basically, once we're sitting on that, we are sitting at a total of 70k might. So we just went up 4k might, and that's what the loadout's gonna be. So basically from the left to right with our loadout, we're gonna be running Debris Field, Localized Trimmer, Unstoppable, Crystal, Jackhammer, and Intone. Now, this loadout goes from left to right, all right? You will start off by, let me just show you right now. Make sure Crystal is out. You will start off by throwing your Debris Field and then doing Localized Trimmer into Unstoppable, all right? And once you do that, you will just go into Jackhammer and spamming it. And once Localized Trimmer is up, you will hit it and go back into Jackhammer once it's almost near its cooldown. You feel me? Now I'm gonna show y'all this loadout from left to right so y'all can see it in the gist. All right, you will see the parses of what it can give you. I just showed you what it could do from left. I just showed you what you need to do from left to right. I'm gonna show you how you do this loadout at top tier, get the most numbers you can get. Now let's see what it could do. All right, so look, basically you hitting a consistent of a 77k, 73, 63k parser, and that's just you just spamming your loadout from the jump. From the jump, you getting a 77k parser, so off rip, you already hitting hard, and it's just gonna even out for the rest of the time. Now, the reason your damage is gonna drop a little bit, so you're gonna be getting like consistent like 65, is because your crystal is gonna run out of power. Now, somebody said, oh, run Robot Sidekick over it, but crystal just hits harder when you have Earth, you know, so you might as well, since you're Earth, you might as well use Crystal. There's no reason in using Robot Sidekick, in my opinion, because Robot Sidekick is going to run out of power also, or it's going to die, just like your Crystal going to die, and you got to recall it out. So I'd rather use Crystal. If it dies, I just call it back out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out of combat, I'll despawn and call it back in, so you might have power, you know, so going into the next fight without, you know what I'm saying, even losing any damage. That's what you'll basically want to do with your Might melee loadout. And, you know, so let's get into the single target action. All right, now look, before we get into the single target loadout, I want you guys to remember, go put on your solar amplifier on, strategist card, and transformation card for your single target loadout. You will need these. Take your scrap and your IHMLI off this single target action, and it's time to, you know what I'm saying, stay up on the boards. We still buff, sitting on 72k might, just realize that. And from the loadout from left to right, I do have two versions of this loadout, but for the purpose of this video, I am gonna just be using striking stones because it can go max range. Now look, if you wanted to use my V2 loadout of the single target, so if you can get closer to the boss, take out striking stones and use shards instead. It has the same cooldown as you know, as striking stones. So if you get closer to the boss, use shards in case they have a lot of ads around. Shards will hit everything around the boss. You have to position yourself correctly, but shards is a better overall move if you're closer to the boss than striking stones. But for the purpose of this video, and if you're doing elite content, this is the loadout you'll be running for, you know what I'm saying, to max range. You'll be using Debris Field, Entomb, Crystal, Upheaval, Striking Stones, and Amplified Heat Vision. You will need to use Solar Amplifier at least 120 so you can get Amplified Heat Vision. Now look, the move Upheaval is a 3-set move before we even get into the loadout. So basically, once you cast the move, you can tap melee 3 more times, and it will do basically, you know what I'm saying, some more thunderstorms, you know, like, I mean, clouds, see? Like that. So that's the animation you're supposed to look like. 1, 2, and that's 3. If you just do it once, that's all it looks like. You're gonna want to get all 3 of the tornadoes just so you can do it, but you're gonna clip it off on the last one into your striking stone, so you won't really see your last wave. So like once you see your dudes, you know what I'm saying, like about to slap that ass again. I use that term because look at Crystal right there, bro. Crystal a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into the loadout, bro. All right, so when you use this loadout, this is how you're gonna start it off. And straight into heat vision, into striking stones, you feel me? Into upheaval. You want to use all 3 and go back into striking stones into heat vision. You want to make sure you want to spam striking stone every time it's up. All right. Once you come out of upheaval, put your defreeze build back up and hit striking stones. You want to make sure you get that extra, you know, burst damage all the time. You can get every 3 seconds. Every time it's up, make sure that bitch is right back down. You feel me? And you get 37k parts right there. We got a 30k parcel right there. We're gonna see if we can get a little 40 action. I doubt we probably could, you know what I'm saying? Look, 40 action right there, look. Now I'm gonna say I have max gear, I'm max elite, and I have 200 artifacts. That's the reason I'm hitting a number like this. Of course, you will not be seeing this, but this loadout will get you the max damage of what you need on a consistent basis. Now I'm gonna show you the V2 loadout real quick. I said I wasn't, but I'm gonna show you real quick just because it's fire. All right. So basically, you're gonna start off with the same way. Now, like I said, in the melee loadout, just spawn your crystal and spawn it back. You're gonna have max power from left to right, and you want to make sure your charge is up all the time, just like this. Now, for some reason, I think charge just hit harder and it just looks cooler. You feel me? Now we're gonna watch it. We're gonna see what numbers we get. 40k. Not really, you know what I'm saying, striking stones number, but that bitch do hit hard because when you have enemies around, it's gonna hit the enemies around harder. Like at least 5 times each, so you know that just more damage in my opinion. If you want to just keep using that one loadout with striking stones, you can just use it. You're gonna get consistent 40s with both of these loadouts, just letting you know. Man, that's loadout. Now for my precision DPS, it's gonna get tricky because I am not a professional, but let's get into it. All right, so for my precision loadout, I'm not really a professional at precision. I want all my DPSs to know that, but I know the gist of it, so I can really help y'all boys out. So for my melee loadout, for my precision, I use the breeze field, unstoppable, reinforce, phase dodge, and crystal intone. The artifacts I'm running is transformation card, strategist card, and item. Now I'm gonna just keep this in because I don't have any correct artifacts for precision, but I'm going to give you the loadout. So basically, what you're going to be parsing is like fucking, I think like 60Ks base with just this. Now, keep in mind, I do not have any precision augments, any precision, I forgot what it's called. 81K parser, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. It's crazy how what precision could hit and then it's what might could hit. I'm not even supposed to be hitting this hard because I'm not even really spec'd for precision, but somehow I could shit out an 81K parser and a 67 with a 75 back. So look, precision is strong. This is the loadout you really want to go. Let's see, we getting a 75 another game. We can see what's the next parser we get, and we're gonna close it out right there. 80K parser. So look, this is the loadout you want to use for your melee. If you want to go, when you supercharge, you already know, just pop everything. This is basically the gist of it, because melee is real simple. When you precision, everything is real simple to the bone. The only thing I think you would be able to change is when you use the breeze field, just throw in intone, because intone will have a longer cooldown, so you can just keep intone out. See, like this, intone will stay out, and it'll keep healing your crystal. But the only thing is, I don't think the damage is the same. I don't think it's consistent high damage. You don't gotta worry about it. That's a 62K parser. So the thing is, yeah, I think I'd rather use the breeze field because it hits harder. You don't have to keep calling out the totem, but totem does not hit as hard as it don't hit as hard as the breeze field. So that's melee loadout. You feel me? Now let's get into the single target, and I'm gonna show y'all boy my 3 full tap in single target. So in the midst of me doing this loadout, I just fucked it up and I didn't even record with my voice on. But look, this is my precision, you know what I'm saying? Precision target, single target loadout. So I changed out my white mods, as you must know. I already showed y'all the white mods. But I'm sitting on a base of 32K precision. Now I am not really full precision base. As you see, I still have some might things on. And these are not fully maxed. The max you can get them is 265. And I don't have the ones that go in your mainframe. So I am not fully precision based. You can have way higher than 32k base, but we really want to be looking for 40k parsers with single target for precision. 40k base, 54k max. All right. So basically, in every loadout, it don't matter what power you are. If you can use the same loadout, you will be able to use it. You will all use tornado pool. You heard me? And you always use the precision buff for the weapon. I mean, for the power. You'll use phase dodge. You'll use a shield, or you will use whirling dervish. I see some DPSs use it. I'm not sure why the precision DPSs use it. If your precision DPS, go ahead and comment down below. Help some people out if you know what it does. Got robot sidekick on and Neo Venom boost. Now, I'm not really a precision DPS, you know what I'm saying, at heart, but I have a 3-tap, and I can do it for the most part. So what you want to look for is a 40k parser to 54k, and we will not be rebuffing ourselves until our phase dodge is up. And I am lagging, it looks like. DC is lagging recently, so let's see if we can get a 40k parser. Got a 33, 31, that's low. Right before this video, I had a 39, so I know I could get that high again. Imagine 36. Okay, I'm gonna try to get one more parser and see if we can get a 40k parser, just so I can prove to you. Oh, 47k parser right there. Jesus Christ. And that's probably just because we popped our buff right as the time was that 10-second parser thing started. So look, 47k parser right there, as you can see it right there. Look, precision is broken. I'm not even precision based, and I hit that, you know what I'm saying. Look, the gist of, that's the gist of the precision loadout, but the gist of Earth and the power itself, I love it. If you would like to go this power, go ahead. This is a hell of a power. I enjoy it for the most part. I had fun. It's just as rage, just because if you love rage, you will love Earth. It's almost the exact same. Now look, if you want to see gameplay with me using Earth, me doing DPS comps, click one of the videos at the left or the right. I'll be ending this video. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. I recommend you going Earth. It is a very fun power. Go ahead and do so. Like I said, I'm catching the next one. Enjoy.